Hello, BookTube. It is November. Yep, the time is creeping on. This month there's two events that I'm taking part in that I'm very excited for. The one is New World's November, and I've already done a couple videos regarding that with the TBR, and you can just look at my videos and see which one that is if you're interested in it. And then the second one is that it's actually going for November, December, and January, and it's Hal for the Holidays. And that was created by Brandy at the Bookplectic, and it's a celebration of the hard science fiction writer Hal Clement. And he is a writer that I have read a lot of, but not everything by him. So I was very pleased that Brandy asked me to be a co-host for this, along with Scott Danielson and Scott Bryant of the Bookish Bryants. And we are, reading like the basically the framework is to read two books per month, so 6 in total. I'm going to try a little more than that. I'm going to reread everything that I have read by him, but I'm going to try to do a lot more. And I've got most of his books. There's still one or two that I don't have yet that are on the way. But this week, the first week of November here, I'll go through the books that I have. I know more or less what I'll be reading for November, but and then it's gonna vary, I think, for the rest of the event for December and January. But the first thing I'm going to read is Needle, and that is in conjunction with New World's November, and that'll be this week. And if I have time as well, I'll read through The Eye of the Needle, which is the sequel. But I'm not sure whether I can get to that this week. If I can, they're short books, so I might be able to, depending on how well I feel. And it's going okay today, but still not that much reading time that I'm awake. But yeah, and then I'm going to continue on. I'm going to read at some point Mission of Gravity, and then its sequel. I think Mission of Gravity, Close to Critical is the sequel. Or maybe not. I can't remember now. Well, anyway, these are two Heathers. Anyway, let's just put it that way. These are two Heathers. And then Cycle of Fire is another. I'm going to try to read them somewhat chronologically of when they were written, but it's not going to happen all the time. Then we got Ice World, and now we're getting into ones that I have not read. Half-Life. So these are definitely going to be sort of December into January. Nitrogen Fix. Fossil, Isaac's Universe. It's a novel set in Isaac Asimov's universe. It is a standalone novel. There are 3 other short story collections that sort of are part of this Isaac's Universe series, as well as another novel, I believe. And Hal Clement has 2 short stories in those books. And another, or his last posthumous novel, which is Noise. And again, I have not read that. But also there is probably, by the time we get to January, I guess, hopefully I'll be reading the Mescaline series, which is in this here. This is just a reprint of the 3rd volume of the Essential Hal Clement that was put out by the Northeastern Science Fiction Association, NESFA, I guess it would be. But also, all during this time, though, I will be reading short stories. And I'm going to have to, I think, for the most part, rely on PDFs of the original magazines where I can. However, I do have a collection here of the best of Hal Clement, edited by Lester Del Rey, which I'll be digging into. So I plan on reading these. There's another one. There's this was Oceans on Top is I'm waiting for, and when I got that one, it came with the third mescaline story, Starlight, I think it is. Even though that's in the other one, but it's coming, so I'll have them in separate volumes as well. I'm looking forward to this. Just sort of going through, and if all things go well, knock on wood, I will actually. My attempt is to read the entire corpus of Hal Clement. I don't think that'll happen, but I'm going to give it a shot. At least the novels and a good chunk of the short stories. There is like there's other published books that he did, but a lot of them are not like collections of novelettes. But there's a children's one as well, which something with Space Ranger or something like that, which I'll have to sort of see if I can locate as an ebook and try to fill that in as well. So yeah, so that's my Hal for the holidays plans. As I say, for November here, I'm hoping to read like well, at least one a week. It would be nice. At least four of his short novels, early novels, plus a plethora of short stories. And you can join us, as I say. You don't need to stick to any of the. There's no prompts. It's just read Hal Clement. If you just want to read Hal Clement short stories, then yeah, that's what you do. Or if you want to, fill in some gaps of Hal Clement books that you haven't read, or do like I am and Brandy and Scott Bryan are doing. We're combining these for November. We're combining with New Worlds November. So this is going to be fun. And knock on wood as well that my health is a little better. I've just been sort of, I guess you would say, diagnosed. There's more blood tests, and it looks like the COVID has affected my thyroid. So, and I'm becoming anemic again. So I'm going to get some medication for the anemia, but the thyroid issue may or may not be causing symptoms. Well, I'm pretty sure it is, but it's anyway. It's a bit of a combination of one level is high, which usually pushes another level down. I think of a hormone that's in the thyroid, but the one is not low enough yet for the doctors to be concerned about. But the other one is high, so whether that's causing a problem or not is another question. But I am beginning to feel better of the way I have for the past like five weeks or so. Or well, actually, it's been a couple months that I've been really, really in a slump. And but it's still the sort of tiredness. I get an hour or two of being awake, and then all of a sudden, it's just I'm snoozing, and it's like I'm still hovering around 17, 18 hours a day at minimum that I need rest in order to have those extra few hours of wakefulness. So I'm trying to max it out with the right reading, and as I say, the Hal Clement Needle will be the first thing that I read from the Hal Clement. Anyway, I will see you next time, and take care, BookTube. Thank you very much.